Hi everyone, I'm Ben, and in this video I'm going to show you how to download files from AWS S3 bucket using Python. So to do that you will need a Python library called Boto3. It's often installed by default, but if not, you can quickly install it using these commands. It should be straightforward. I never had an issue with this library. For this tutorial, we are going to use an S3 bucket created by NOAA, which provides publicly available satellite data from the VIRS instrument. You can find the data at the link here, or you can use any search engine and search for AWS VIRS, and you should find the website. Yes, it's this one here. Okay, it's exactly the same one. Once you are on the page, click on Browse Bucket here, and it will display all the available products. And for our project, we want this one here. F means active fire, so this product gives you the fire detections observed by the VIRS instrument. First, we will see how to download data for a specific day. Let's say 2025 on January 10th, which corresponds to major fire events in California. You can see that we have here 1012 files. And if you want to download a file directly, you can just click on it and it's going to be downloaded on your computer. But we want to do this using Python. Also, just to let you know that the VIRS instrument is on board 3 different satellite platforms, and each platform has its own bucket name. In this tutorial, we will use data from NOAA 20. Then, the first step is to create a session. For this bucket, we don't need to authenticate since the data is public, which is great. It makes things much easier. To create a session, we will use this function with the argument signature version unsigned. After creating the session, you can now connect to the S3 bucket, and that's it. Before showing you how to download a file from the bucket, I would like to show you how to list all the products in the root directory of a S3 bucket. For example, we want all product names that we can find in the root directory and put them into a Python list. This is something that I often use to quickly get an overview of all available products. To do that, you can use this function here, list objects v2, and store the results in a list. Now you can see all the product names. And then filter the list by keyword. For example, let's say we only want products that contain keywords like EDR or IMG. We can filter the list and it will return only the products that contain those words, as you can see. Okay, once we have defined the product, the year, month, and day, we can retrieve all the files in that directory. Done. And then check the number of files, which is 1012, which is good. It's consistent with what we saw at the beginning. We can then even print the first 10 file names. Okay. Since we know the file names, we can then download them. To download, for example, the first file, we can use the download file function and just provide the bucket name, the file name, and the destination path on your computer. That's it. It's very straightforward, and as you can see, download here is quite fast since the file is relatively small. Now we can create a simple loop to download all files for a given day. You can even extend this loop to download data for multiple months or days. I also wrote a short piece of code to create local folders automatically to store the files. In my example, I'm saving everything to an external drive, but you can change that path. Let's run it for one day. Okay, it works, as you can see. And it takes about 3 minutes to download all files corresponding to 1 day of observation. So that's it for today. In the next video, I will show you how to read the netcdf files that we just download. Also keep in mind that there are other platforms that provide satellite data. And in future videos, we will explore how to access data from Sentinel or Landsat, for example. Okay, thanks for watching. See you next time.